Your CBS 46 News Flash Briefing, brought to you by West Shore Home.
Good morning, I'm Karen Greer. Atlantans are making their voices heard during day 5 of protests over the death of George Floyd.
No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace!
That's Atlanta City Councilman Antonio Brown last night, for the most part peaceful demonstrations stretching from the state capitol to Centennial Olympic Park. And across metro Atlanta, peaceful protests giving way to another night of chaos and destruction. Police and National Guard troops clashing with downtown crowds after the 9 p.m. curfew. Now you can see protesters running for cover, jumping into a construction site as tear gas is deployed to disperse those crowds. Governor Kemp saying he knows many Georgians are afraid or angry, but he's urging everyone to protest peacefully.
I support the right to peacefully protest, to honor the life of George Floyd, and to demand action.
The governor says he will not tolerate disruptive or dangerous behavior during these demonstrations. Right now, 6 police officers facing charges in connection with the case of those 2 college students tased on live television.
I'm getting out! I'm getting out!
Thousands of you watched here on CBS 46 these exclusive pictures as law enforcement agencies are now pulling out of Atlanta because of it, and they're no longer willing to help with protesters. In all, 6 officers could be charged in the case. We obtained an internal memo from Police Chief Erica Shields explaining how the charges actually led to other agencies pulling out. The memo reads, in part, multiple agencies that were assisting us in managing this incredible, volatile time have pulled out effective immediately. They're not comfortable with their employees being leveraged politically by the potential of also facing criminal charges. We are working to learn which Metro Atlanta agencies have decided to pull out and no longer protect the city of Atlanta. When we have that information, we'll, of course, bring it to you. Well, police say a 58-year-old man is now fighting for his life at Grady Memorial Hospital after a gunman opened fire in a drive-by shooting at the downtown Waffle House. Now, police say the gunman was inside the restaurant at the time and got into an argument with 4 other customers before firing 6 shots into that restaurant. Investigators say the victim was an innocent bystander, and police are searching for that shooter. Another crime alert from South Fulton County. Someone shot and killed a man in a parking lot right near the Hickory Park Apartments. Officers were called to the scene about 2 in the morning. They found the man on the ground on Delano Road. He was 30 years old. President Trump looking for a new state to host the Republican National Convention this summer. The convention was scheduled to be held in Charlotte, North Carolina in August, but because of the coronavirus pandemic, North Carolina officials refusing to commit to allowing a full in-person 50,000-seat gathering. But some state lawmakers disagree with North Carolina's governor. Republicans are considering Nashville, Las Vegas, Orlando as possible substitutes. In fact, party officials will be in Nashville later this week to scout potential locations. And Governor Kemp not letting it go right there. He's making it known he wants the Republican National Convention to be held here in Georgia. In a tweet yesterday, he says, "Hope you have Georgia on your mind." Well, it is National Running Day, so let's get the latest on today's weather with our big-time runner, meteorologist Fred Campagna.
Karen, good morning. It'll be a warm day for running today. You'll work up a sweat in a hurry. The temperature climbing right through the 70s this morning and up into the mid-80s by early this afternoon. Mid and upper 80s later on in the day. Very low risk, about a 20% chance of a pop-up shower or thunder shower, with the best chance of that happening west and north of the Atlanta metro area. Overnight tonight, it stays mild and muggy. Tomorrow, more clouds around and a few more showers and storms flaring up tomorrow midday and during the afternoon. So an unsettled Thursday. It won't be quite as warm with temperatures in the mid-80s on Thursday. Tropical storm Cristobal has winds of 60 miles per hour as it meanders southeast, very close to the Mexican coast. If it moves inland, makes landfall, it will likely weaken, but then it moves to the north and should re-strengthen as it gets out over the Gulf of Mexico and makes a run at the Gulf Coast of the United States, most likely around Louisiana, and most likely late in the weekend or early next week. Looks like Sunday night is the time frame for that storm to arrive in the U.S. In the meantime, around here, very warm and humid this afternoon. Mid-80s with scattered thunderstorms likely Thursday and Friday. Still a 40% chance of a storm flaring up on Saturday. Looks mainly dry on Sunday with a high near 88.
This has been your personal flash briefing from CBS 46 News, brought to you by West Shore Home, Atlanta's one-day bath remodeler.